Live. But that's just my little thing, y'all. You know it. Thank you for joining me. Welcome. This is episode 9 of It Belongs in a Museum. I'm Sam. You are on the flip side of board games, and that is that. All right, so It Belongs in a Museum. What is it? Well, it's simply a live video where we're going to take just a couple of games down off of my shelves from my collection and talk about them. Now, these are usually going to be older games. These are not, now old is a very subjective term, right? So we're usually sticking to things that are not being talked about anymore. But I usually try to stick around the 10-year level. That's usually where I personally start to consider it an old game. But I mean, in our day and age, something that's 2 or 3 years old might be considered old by some people. So just trying to set the parameters for you here in the first few seconds. Usually we're talking about games that are older than what would normally be considered an old game. Okay, but we're not talking about super old games like chess or backgammon or stuff like that. We're not talking about those kinds of old games. We're talking about older, modern era board games. There you go. It belongs in a museum. Now, why does it belong in a museum? Is it outdated? No, I don't think so. Most of the games that I have in my collection, I don't feel like they're outdated. Could they possibly have been upgraded upon by some other game? Sure. Again, that I think is somewhat of a subjective thing. Generally speaking, we're talking about older games. The entire day, we here at the Flipside have kind of dedicated to older games. That's why my wife and I play, we have a stream in the afternoons called Time Honored Tuesdays. So that's pretty much what we do there. We play older games in those live streams on Thursday afternoons. Thursday morning, I do It Belongs in a Museum, which is the whole day is kind of dedicated to showcasing games that are usually no longer being showcased anywhere else. So that's what we do. All right, Flesh to Dust is here. Hey, good to see you. Good to see you. Matthew Vincent is here. Oh no, the disembodied voices again. Right? It's kind of creepy, isn't it? Just befriend them. They're going to be around for a while, Matthew. Just make friends with them and enjoy the ride, brother. Nuno is here. Hello. Good to see you. Matthew Vincent says hello to everybody as well. Nuno says, that's subjective. What is older, modern era games? Well, a modern era game would be, in my opinion, things that are in the same era as something like Catan or Settlers of Catan. Ooh, how about that? Ticket to Ride, Pandemic. Those are games that I feel like, I could be wrong, there's always room to disagree with me. But those are games that I feel are modern classics. I know that's kind of a euphemism, but the idea is that they are classic games. You can go and find them almost anywhere at this point, and people recognize them. I mean, for crying out loud, Ticket to Ride was just showcased on Saturday Night Live, for crying out loud, right alongside Jumanji. Jumanji has had a movie made, 3 movies made out of it. 4? No, I think there's only 2 new Jumanji movies. But Jumanji has had movies made out of it, and there is Ticket to Ride right alongside it on Saturday Night Live. So again, I think we're at the point where I think the modern era of board gaming is pretty broad. But I just mean that to say we're not talking about the umpteenth version of Monopoly anymore. we're not. We're not talking about Chutes and Ladders. We're not talking about Sorry. We're not talking about, Battleship. Those are games. If those are games that if they come out with a new version of Battleship that has some new mechanisms in it, I think I might be interested in that. I'm not trying to decry any of those older games. I'm just saying that I'm just trying to provide a parameter that you can expect when you come into one of these videos. So back up off me, Nuno. I'm just kidding. You can ask any questions you want, bud. I was just listening to some Charles Spurgeon. Ooh, wow. That's some good morning talking right there. The Prince of Preachers. What's in the museum today? Well, we're going to be talking about two of them. One, let's see. Let's play the game, shall we? Let's play the game. Now, Nuno won last week. He's got a couple stickers coming to him. I haven't put him in the mail. I forgot. I'm sorry, Nuno. But I still have your email address, and I'll send it to you today. That's a promise. Sorry. All right. So who's going to win today? I was going to ask about Ticket to Ride. No, Nuno. I cut you off at the pass. Eric, now, okay, gosh, man. Eric says, that has got to be the longest explanation of old I've ever heard. I got grayer just listening. That's saying a lot from you, Eric. Thanks a lot, pal. Appreciate it. Jumanji is the best game. What other game can a lion appear out of nowhere? If that actually happened in Jumanji, as long as they weren't like hungry lions or hippos, see what I did there? I would probably play it, but it doesn't. That's just what happens in the movie, and that's just the theme. Good afternoon, everyone. Vanessa says, I'm going to hang out for a little while, but I wait for the rain to pass through. Ah, that's cool. All right, Paul O'Farrell is here. What about Solar Quest? I've never heard of Solar Quest, Paul. I apologize. I thought Jumanji was first a movie, then board game after. Maybe it was. I have no idea. I've actually never played the game. I've only seen the movie. But that seems like it was a movie that would... It seems like a game that would have been made. It's roll and move, do this bad happens, and it sounds like a movie, a game that would have been made back then that is now had a movie made about it. But I could absolutely be wrong, and I'm absolutely okay with that. But sure, Jumanji was actually a book first. There you have it. But there you have it. All right, so let's play the game, shall we? We are going to be talking about two games. One game is from 2013, and the other one is from 2014. The game was made after the movie. There you go, Vanessa. Thank you very much. You're partially filling Kabuki's shoes while she's not here. Did not know it was from a book. Well, there you have it. You learn something new every day, Nuno. Okay, so the first one is from 2013, and I'm not going to tell you any hard facts about it. I have a designer collection copy of it. It is a revised edition of the game, but it uses dice a lot, and it is sci-fi. So there you go. I remember the book being featured on Reading Rainbow. Let's take a look. It's in a book, Reading Rainbow. Yep, I remember those. I should have watched the bottom top videos. Well, it's not necessarily that these are going to fall on the bottom or top of whatever year we're talking about. But since we're doing those, I am being reminded, because as I go through these lists and make these lists, rather, I get to look at all of the games that were produced that year, and a lot of the ones that I'm perusing through are actually on my shelves. So I have a added benefit there for, you know, kind of a precursor to making having these videos. So yeah, Bang the Dice Game. No, Nuno, it's not sci-fi. Sci-fi. Bang the Dice Game was not a sci-fi game. So I said it's dice and it's a sci-fi theme. Those are the two from 2013. All right, so we'll do stickers for both the 2013 and the 2014. And Roll for the Galaxy. No, good choice. Good guess though. Good guess. I prefer Roll for the Galaxy over Race for the Galaxy. Race for the Galaxy just you know, we were just, JT and I were just talking about this the other day. I think one of the reasons why people think Roll for the Galaxy is easier is because they've already played Race for the Galaxy. And I like Roll for the Galaxy better because of the dice rolling in it. But I also think it's an easier one to grasp. But I think it might be easier to grasp because I had already played Race for the Galaxy. So I don't know that it's absolutely true. Space Base? Nope. Yep, was going for that one. One day my TI4 answer is going to be right. I don't know. They keep making additions for it, so it stops being old after a while, Eric. So we're probably not gonna ever get to TI. I mean, maybe if I get to TI4 at some point, but that's gonna be a while. You're gonna have to keep giving that answer for a very long time before it's gonna be right, probably. I've never played Race, but I've played Roll over 24 times. Okay. Cool. Eclipse? Nope. Nope, not Eclipse. Fun Forge. There you go. I'll give you the company that made the game, Fun Forge. That helps you narrow it down a little bit. Probably too much, but first person to give me the answer. What edition came after TI3? TI4, dude. All right, so 2013 sci-fi dice game. That might be a little bit of a misnomer, but it has dice in it. One of the main components is dice, so we'll do that. And it is from Fun Forge. First person to give me the answer gets a free sticker. Yes, sirree, Bob. The 2014 one I think is going to be a little easy, but we'll have a sticker available for that one too. Fun Forge did Monumental, right? Maybe, but Monumental is not correct. Jump Drive is better than Roll for the Galaxy? Oh, that's interesting. I may not have ever played Jump Drive. It sounds very familiar, but I don't think so. Let me go here. Jump Drive, Jump Drive, Jump Drive. I'm looking it up. Oh, yes, I have played Jump Drive. Yes, I absolutely have played that. Wow. Wait a minute. Jump Drive looks... Jump Drive looks an awful lot like... Okay, it re-implements Race for the Galaxy. All right, well, yeah, okay, sure. Got it. But I was like, wait a minute. That looks a lot like... All right, fine. It's a re-implementation of Race for the Galaxy. Okay, whatever. What have we got here? I'm too lazy to go look for the answer. What? S. Mormon, you have won, sir. Well done. Well done, well done. Quantum is correct. Quantum is correct. Brass Birmingham, that funky Birmingham. Well done, Matthew. Hi, Strider. You saying hi? All right. So, S. Mormon, you, my friend, need to email me at flipsideobg@gmail.com. I'm putting it in the chat right now so that you can copy that down and send me your mailing information so that you can get a copy not of Quantum. I'm not sending you my game. I'm sorry. But we'll send you a Flipside board game sticker for free. Congratulations. You have won. There you have it. So yes, Quantum is the 2013 game that we're going to be talking about today. This game is 11 years old. Oh my goodness. I still remember getting shellacked by a Dice Tower fan at Dice Tower West in this game, but still really enjoying it. The guy is a giant. I can't remember his name. It's been so long since I've talked to him or even conversed with him through email or anything like that, but we did keep in touch for a little while. But he had taught me this game at Dice Tower West, and I was not good at it, but I was enamored with it. I loved the look of it, and you'll see that in a little bit. The components are really cool. They've got some really big, chunky, like Vegas-style dice in there, and I liked the mechanisms that were involved. Everybody's a little bit different than everybody else, so I really enjoyed this game. Oh, you were actually giving a sticker away? I thought you were just saying that as symbolism. No, Vanessa! Nuno won stickers yet last week, and I just haven't sent them to him yet. Must say that I have never heard of this game. Well, that's fine. That's actually a good thing, because this is actually like the winner gets a gold star. That'll teach me for being lazy. Yeah, but it's not a gold star. It's just a Flipside sticker. All right. So this game comes with, check this out, 22 Gambit cards, 31 command cards. It comes with 4 command sheets, one for each player. It comes with 20 millimeter frosted dice. And there are 28 of those. So there are 28 20 millimeter frosted dice. There are 28 quantum cubes in each of the different player colors. And there are 2 combat dice, which are also 28 millimeter frosted dice as well. So what does it say here? It says, expand your empire, outwit your enemies, evolve your fleet, launch the interceptor, move the flagship into orbital position, reconfigure that battle station. Your squadron of loyal starships, powered by quantum probability itself, carries your might to the far-flung stars. How will history remember you? As a ravenous destroyer, a clever tactician, a brilliant explorer? Maneuver your armada, construct world-shattering technologies, and rally the remnants of humanity for a final confrontation. It's an epic game of strategy and conquest for 2 to 4 fleet commanders. Each die is a starship. A 6 is a swift but fragile scout, and a 1 is a slow but devastating battle station. So you have to construct your quantum cubes in order to win, and you can customize your battles on 30 unique map layouts, or simply design your own. Quantum. All right, so the cool thing about this game is that, as I said before, the pip on the dice are your actual ships. And the number of pips that are on the die represent how far that ship can move. Now, it's also the weakest. If it has a 6, like it said, it's a scout. It's just a fragile little ship. But a 1 is this massive battle station. And so it's just a really cool theme. It's the Indiecade awardee from 2012, the award winner for game design. There you have that. So 60 minutes, 2 to 4 players, 13 and up ages. Let's go ahead and get down to the table and take a look. But let me go ahead and show you. This is just something I figured I would do. I don't know if this is going to help anyone, but what I thought I would do is just kind of show you how this game looks as we go around. So here is, well, poop. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Well, let's go back here. And we'll go back here, and we'll go quantum. Don't you love it when things happen like that? It just... So anyway, here we have it. So you have quantum. That's all the stuff here. Designers Eric Zimmerman. Artist was Georges Boschlechem. Kieran Yanner. Boschlechem. I probably did not pronounce that correctly. But anyway, let's take a look at some of the pictures here just for a minute. On the Geek, again, I don't own any of these pictures. They're on the Geek here, so you can take a look. That's one of the games. That is, that's how the game looks when it's set up and being played through. The logo. Here are some other tiles and pictures from other Board Game Geek users. So you get the idea of what the game looks like. It's not super exciting to look at, but at the same time, it's not ugly either. It's very colorful, it's very pretty, has a cool theme to it, and that's one of the reasons why I liked it. So you can see some of the different layouts. Most of these are, like, for example, here you have different kinds of layouts that will come in the game, and so forth and so on. So you kind of get the idea, right? But I think most of those pictures are taken with the generic setup of this cube, so you get the idea there. But anyway, let's take a look. These are not, well, some of those look like they might be frosted dice. Anyway, you kind of get the idea, right? So let's go ahead and go down to the table, and we'll get this going. Boink. There we go. Come back here so we can check. Let's see. I want one of those Flipside stickers, though. Well, tune in and participate, Miss Garridan. Let's see here. Quantum is awesome, and I own it. Paul O'Farrell says, yeah, I need a replacement sticker for my little pony sticker. Also, in my defense, I spent 4.5 hours at one job today, so I'm a little out of it. Luckily, I just got a coffee. There you go. Go-Go Juice at the ready. I always hear Battle Station in the Emperor's voice. Battle Station. This fully operational Battle Station. Show the components, Sam. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do it. Here we go. All right, here we go. All right, so if you open the box there, you have your rule book. So rules of play. Blah, blah, blah. So you have setup on the very first page. That's something I actually really enjoy about that kind of stuff. And of course, setup is all explained over here. How to play on page 4. Turn sequence, page 5. Then you have other kinds of rules and turns and all that kind of thing, what you do on the actual turns and so forth as you go in, what each ability of each ship has. So as you can see here, the battle station, you can only strike on the orthogonals. The flagship can strike all 8 of the sectors around it. Destroyers can do certain things and all that kind of thing. So they all have different abilities, for example. So that's the cool thing. There are other kinds of, command cards and gambit cards are advanced cards you can use. Winning, you immediately win as soon as you place your final quantum cube on the map. So that gives you an idea. And then you have a sample game round right here, and Kepler Imperium turn, so you get the idea. And all of the different factions and what they're good at. Fact pages. And then on this page, you have... Okay, rain has stopped, Vanessa says. So it's back to work. Glad I can hang out for a bit. Catch you later. Thank you for being here. So here you have the different maps that you have. So you have basic maps that are up here, basic 2-player maps that are here, and then you also have a whole bunch of different maps here as well for 3 players and 4 players. So it comes with a bunch of different layouts that you can use, and the numbers that are on these correspond to the kinds of tiles that you're going to be using. You also have these player boards, which are going to be basically just your player board that has all of the information from all of your different things. It also has turn order and all that kind of stuff down here at the bottom as well. And what each of your ships do and so forth. So again, each one here, that was the Andromeda Confederacy, the, what is this? What does this say? The Volpez Alliance, and then the Orion Republic, and the Kepler Imperium. So you have those 4 different rules, or rather factions in the game. Then you have those, what were they called? It started with a G. But they're just different, like, you have sabotage, expansion, aggression. These are all different cards that you can play that will basically enhance your turn. So those cards are there. Yeah, let's do that right there. And then you have quantum cards, different kinds of technologies that you can build, and different things that you can that will change the kind of race that you are throughout the course of the game. And so there's a whole bunch of different ones that are here as well. So that's that. Here are the quantum cubes that you're going to be having in your... Wow, that guy just went and got into one of the smallest little holes. There we go. So these are the quantum cubes that are out here. I love these kinds of components. They're plastic, but they are super cool as far as how colorful they are, first of all. And they just provide, instead of it just being like an opaque cube, the fact that they're translucent is just really cool. And I think that just enhances the theme just a little bit more. But you get 28 of these little cubes. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in each color, and there are 4 colors. So that's what you have here. You keep those out here just so you can enjoy them a little bit more. There we go. See? And then you have the frosted dice. Now, one of the things that I think I'm going to do is I'm going to actually, first of all, you see how large they are. These dice are super big. I love the fact that these are so chunky. I just really like them a lot. But each color having that frosted look on them, I just love it. I think they just look great, and that's all I can really say about it. I think that's all I need to say about it. One thing I think I am going to do, because as I'm sitting here on, looking at these, they are a little, I mean, they're frosted, but they look like they could stand to be washed. And this is, I have had this game for probably, I probably had this game for close to 10 years. Probably not exactly 10 years, but pretty close. But you get it. I just really enjoy how these things look. Here are the 2 combat dice. They're the same size. They are frosted as well, but there's just 2 of them there. Then you have the tiles that the board is built with. And we'll get this out of the way. And I don't want to gloss over it. The storage in the box is pretty stinking good. It's stood up through the test of time. It's done its job. So I really enjoy it. But anyway, you have these different, like, here's some 9s and 10s and so forth and so on. And these are the different sectors that you're going to be able to fly through as you're going through this different thing. And you're trying to build quantum cubes on the different planets. So once you have built the correct number of quantum cubes on planets on the board, then you will have 1, basically. So, but you get the idea. I'm just setting these out here so you can kind of see the differences that are there. But you'll use these to make the board, and it'll have different configurations, as we already showed you in the rule book, or rather in that scenario sheet that comes in the thing. So you get it, right? This is just a really neat game, and it's one that I'm proud. I'm glad that I still have it in my collection, because it does have a lot of cool staying power, and I want to learn. I want to replay this, and this is something that I keep saying whenever I go through a couple of games, is that when you pull something out and you look at it, you're like, oh yeah, I remember how fun this game was. And you forget, because you kind of get, I don't know, you kind of get distracted by all of the games that are coming out and all of the new stuff and all of the new shinies that are out there, and you forget somehow some of these old games are really fun games. And they look good too. So I just think that this is a great little game, and I think it's important to pull some of these older games out and show them, and just kind of showcase how cool they actually were and are. But I'm kind of putting this back together now so that you can see how everything just kind of goes in, and everything is held pretty well. Each faction has their own dice. Each faction has all of their own quantum cubes, but they all kind of go in here, and everything is held pretty well. Now, I will say this: I did take the time before the stream started to go through and kind of straighten it up, because I think this is one that I had used to store vertically, and some of this stuff just wiggled around too much while it was being stored vertically, so I did have to clean it up a bit. But all of these just go right down in here like that. And it does have a good storage solution inside the box, which is cool. I like it. So these guys go in here, and then these guys just go right on top here. And these guys here, oh, that's kind of off screen, isn't it? I'm sorry. Isn't that stupid? What makes this the designer edition? I think maybe it is the frosted dice. I don't think the normal edition of this came with frosted dice, it just came with regular dice, but I can't be absolutely certain of that. What exactly makes it a designer collection is that right there. It says designer collection. That's all I know. So the board changes. Yes, that's true. Nice chunky dice. That is correct. They look like the cubes in King of Tokyo. Yeah, they're very similar to the quantum cubes in this game are very similar to the cubes that are in, the energy cubes that are in King of Tokyo. That is very correct. Let's see here. Good thick player boards. That is correct. Yes. Fee is here. Hello, Fee. Good to see you. Felt like I was in grade school again. Let's see. I recently started collecting stickers. Problem is I don't know where to put them all. Yep. Do you still have scratch and sniff Snickers? Yes, my aunt bought me some for Christmas. That's amazing. All right, so we have S. Mormon, that punch boards underneath. Sam, stop the messiness. We'll stop the messiness. Yes, I know. But I've long since gotten rid of these punch boards. But that is that. Let's see. All right, so S. Mormon got the sticker for Quantum, correctly guessing Quantum. Our 2014 game is 10 years old. So the Quantum is 11 years old. Our 2014 game is 10 years old. And what can I say about this one? Man, if I give the name of the company that made it and the main theme, you will get it right away. So I can't really do that. 2014. There's a Santa in the game. There's a Santa in the game, so that's one thing I can tell you. And there is a playable character that is a dog. Is it a playable character? I don't know if it's a playable character, but there is a character in the game that is a dog. And there is a Santa in the game. So those are the two hints that I will start off with. It's the year 2014. You already know that. I've already told you that. And there is a Santa and there is a dog in the game. No, Bushman, it's not TI4. Good try though. You're putting forth the effort. I appreciate it. It does have some expansions, but I think the core game is probably best without the expansions. So that gives you a little bit more of an idea. The Anthonys are here. Hello. Good to see y'all. Matthew Benson. He got it. Man, I knew it was going to be too easy. Man, this is a heavy game. Matthew Vinson, you are correct, my friend. Well done. Dead of Winter is correct. And I have the board upside down. Oh, my. Oh, I forgot. Wow. Oh, I'm so happy about this. Okay, cool. I'm so happy about this because I get to show off an insert that I forgot I had. That's why this box is so heavy. All right, cool. So, Dead of Winter, here we go. 2014, Dead of Winter. Matthew got it first. Well done, well done. So, Matthew, send me your mailing information, your mailing address, and I'll send you out a sticker as well when I send out to S. Mormon and to Nuno. I'm going to get all three of you guys done today. He's got high hopes. He's got high hopes. So there you go. Play in the epic struggle for power and survival. Dead of Winter is an experience that only can be accomplished through the medium of tabletop games. It is a yeah, I hope so. Goodness, I don't want to have to experience this in reality. That's for sure. It is a story-centric game about surviving through a harsh winter in an apocalyptic world. The survivors are all dealing with their own psychological imperatives, but must still find a way to work together to fight off outside threats, resolve crises, find food and supplies, and keep the colony's morale up. Dead of Winter has players making frequent, difficult, heavily thematic, wildly varying decisions that often have them deciding between what is the best for the colony and what is best for themselves. So this is one of my favorite games of all time. It is definitely in my top 100. I even believe Quantum is in my top 100. I could be wrong with that, though. Let's see here. Bushman cheater Matthew. That's funny. So he may have just been very astute and observant while I was going over Quantum, because I believe the tab for Dead of Winter was also visible, but maybe not. LARP Dead of Winter. No, thank you. But here we go. Dead of Winter. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Oh, let's go ahead and take a look at the screen over here first. So let's do that. Code Prank. So Dead of Winter, a Crossroads game, was made in 2014, and it handles 2 to 5 players, and it takes 1 to 2 hours. Jonathan Gilmour and Isaac Vega, a couple of really great designers, were at the helm for this one. Plaid Hat Games was the original maker, and we'll just go ahead and go through some of these. Let's see, can we go through this way? Yeah, we can. So there's your Santa. There's your Santa that's in the game, and these do have cardboard cutouts, standees, not miniatures. So that helped, I think, a little bit with the price of the game. There is your first player token, basically a Rambo knife. So you get the idea here with the game set up. And again, I don't own any of these pictures. I'm just looking through Board Game Geek. So just have that entailed. Oh, I remember. I remember. Oh, such a great game. But I think, I hope I still have them in there. I think I changed out the dice to give them a little bit more of a thematic flair. So again, these are, I'm sorry, I don't know who these people are. But you get the idea of how the game looks as it's set up. What? Somebody did not pimp their game out with those. That is actually a cool idea. But you get the idea, I think, how the game looks while it's set up. There's your dog, Sparky. And he looks like he is a playable character. I was right. That's cool. Kodiak Colby. Colby Douch, the owner of Plaid Hat. That's pretty funny as well. There's the Crossroad cards right here as well. So cool beans, man. I'm so pumped to look at this game again. Let's go ahead and look at the components, and we'll get down to the table here, shall we? All right. So we'll go ahead and do that. Boom. All right. So as we check open Dead of Winter, we'll put the box cover off over here. And here is your rule book. And the rule book is pretty beefy because there is a lot going on. It's just a 3 out of 5 on the Geek. And I was playing with the idea of playing this game with Jess, but because it's at the upper end of her this afternoon, I was thinking about playing it this afternoon, but it's at the upper end. I think I want to play this off camera first, just because I don't want to make her feel, you know, uncomfortable as she learns how to play the game, because it does have a little bit of bite to it as far as the games are concerned, but as far as the mechanisms are concerned. But I think she'll be able to handle it. I just don't want to do it live for her to learn how to play first. And there's some main objective stories and all that kind of stuff, so I don't want to spend too much time looking at that. If you haven't played it, there are some spoilers that can happen in the Crossroads cards. So I'm going to look at that in a little bit. That's an aftermarket storage insert, so forgive me. But here is the colony, and all of the colony occupants would go over here. You have the main objective showing, you have a waste pile, crisis contributions where people can put food and all that kind of stuff. Crisis cards will come up from time to time that basically show you the needs of the colony. And if you meet those needs, great. If you don't, morale can be lost. The number of rounds that you have in a game that you have to last, all of that kind of stuff. So it's just a really cool thing. Zombies are going to show up at these different entrances to the compound, and you have to basically keep them out. You also have a food supply over here as well. So that's a pretty cool thing. I cannot remember for the life of me. I actually forgot that I had this insert. So I cannot remember for the life of me where this insert came from, but I caught a glimpse of it as I was about to, oh man, this is really messy. Because each of these things, this comes out. Oh yeah, they're there. Cool. Super awesome. So these all can come out, these different trays. So this is a really cool insert. Man, I love this insert. Anyway, these are the dice that I got to replace the ones in the game because they have that icy look, but it has red pips on it. I just thought that was a cool little thing. And the dice that come in the game are just regular dice anyway. So this was like just a no-brainer for me. I just thought it was a great little, you know, it's got that wintry, icy look, but with the blue pips on it. I'm sorry. I'm like, you know, I'm patting myself on the back there. The exposure die, this will, really, really hurt you. So you can get bit, which means that you're pretty toast. You can take hits, you can take exposure damage. There's a lot of different things that you have. But if you spend any time outside, you have to roll it, and more often than not, you're going to get nothing. But sometimes you'll have to take damage and all that other kind of stuff. But man, I can't. Oh man, I want to play this game so bad. Oh man. Seeing this a game, and the fact I just remembered how I pimped this thing out with the dice and with the storage inserts and everything like that. Oh man, I really want to play this game again. But these are trackers that just go on the morale. One's morale and one's the round tracker. So you get that. But here's that first player token I was showing you with that picture. So it's not a very big one. It's not like super overdone, but it actually does say first player on it as well. So that's pretty cool. But and this can pop out as well. So man, I like this game. Oh man, I like this game so much. But here you have, isn't that cool? Oh man, I love this game so much. I'm such an idiot. But you have player boards, which is basically also a reference sheet for each of the different players. So that's pretty cool. And then you have the different locations that are in the game as well. So the locations will have a number of people that can be there. Then you have a number of zombies that can be there, how much noise you're going to be making, and then you also, it'll also get an item card that'll be there. And the item card deck that is there, this is what it'll have in it. So it'll have mostly weapons, some, and then a lot of fuel, a lot of tools, not as many food, and not as many people. And so that's where it goes. It's kind of, this is what you find the most, this is what you find the least. And then, so the grocery store, you get a whole lot of food, you can find some medications there, some tools, and you'll get some people too, but you won't find any weapons, School, again, no weapons, but you'll find some tools, you'll find some books, which will help you in certain ways during the game. You'll find a lot of food, you'll find some medication, you'll find some people. The library, get a lot of books, some fuel. I don't know why you find fuel at a library, but who knows. Hospital, you get a whole lot of medication, so forth and so on. Gas station, you get a whole lot of fuel, and you kind of get the idea, right? So that's what all these different locations do. Oh man, I want to play this game so bad. Dude, love it. Love this game so much. I'm really tempted right now to pick through this and get all of the different things out of here, but there are different, like these guys will stand up, and I'm trying to get some different, you see all the different people, the zombie things. I think that's it. I think there's just 3. Could be wrong, but I think there's just 3 of them. Yeah. There's just 3 standees. And I'm doing it. I'm just picking everything out. I'm straightening this up because I feel like I need to. But I'm not going to do it while we're on camera. All right, so you get the idea of the... I'll put these guys, well, no. What I'll do is I'll put these down here because those are the spots that they would be represented in. But what I will also do is I'll put out some of the good guys. All right, so here's the janitor, and I don't know what this guy is, but there's a whole bunch of different people in the game, and so it gives you an idea of what we're talking about here. Here's the Santa, and here's the dog, just so that you guys know. I wasn't lying to you. There you go. Oh man, I'm gonna have to teach Jess how to play this pretty quick because I really want to play this game now. But that is Dead of Winter. Let me get back to here. Let's see here. Santa and dog gave it away. Yeah, I know it did. Wow, I didn't know it was that old. Yep. There's some really unpleasant cards in that game. That is cool. Yeah, the organizer is really nice. I cannot remember for the life of me who did it. And I'm looking for like a logo, a company logo or something. But this was an aftermarket. Yeah, I can't find it anywhere. Like the company logo, I can't remember. You might go back, because I think I probably did a video of it with the dice tower. You might go back and try to figure out which one it is, but I can't remember the name of the company off the top of my head. But it's really nice goodness gracious. What am I doing here? There we go. It's a really nice insert for Dead of Winter. It's a super thematic insert for Dead of Winter, and I think it's, you know, I got it back in the day, and I can't remember the name of the company, so I apologize about that. But this is, you know, you put all of the different tokens in here, and the tokens, oops, I'm just going to dump it out because I'm going to clean it out anyway. Like, for example, wound tokens are here, and then barricade tokens are here. Oh, I'm not up there anymore. Barricade tokens are here. The survivor tokens are here. Food tokens are here. Oh, I put that on backwards. And it's stuck. But anyway, you get it on the inside. Maybe it'll show better if I have it down here. Let's see. Let me see. Bow, bow, bow. Yeah, you can kind of see it better. So each compartment has their own little token symbol here. Some of them aren't punched out because you probably couldn't, but you kind of get the idea, right? You can see the little icon in all of these right here. So it's a neat little token tray. It works well. And I really like this insert. Oh, I forgot. Oh, man. I'm so glad I do this, because now I can remember. I'm such a dork. But that's Dead of Winter. Such a good game. Such a good game. And I would dare say it's one of the best games of 2014. I really would be comfortable saying that, I think. So that is really cool. Really cool. I'm going to have to keep this stored flat from here on out, though. You know, I don't even know if I need... I guess I probably do. But anyway. Never played this on my way, Sam, so you can teach me. Need me to bring anything? Yeah, bring yourself a sleeping bag and personal hygiene products, some changes of clothes, deodorant. Don't forget deodorant. And let me know when you get here. Those organizers remind me of a project on Kickstarter. Don't remember the name of the company. Yeah, I don't. Well, I've already said I don't remember the name of the company, but it is one of those things where I know it was something like that, where I was trying to give a smaller company some traction because it was a great product, but I just don't remember what the name of the company was at this point. It's just been too long, so I don't recall. But if you go back, and I'm pretty sure that there is a there's a video on the Dice Tower where I talk about it. And what the heck, give them some views while you're at it. You know what I mean? So that is that. All right. Well, Dead of Winter. And I gotta reach quantum. Put it, shoved it way over here. And quantum. So these are a couple of great games. 11 years old and 10 years old at this point. 11 years old and 10 years old. These are older games. Not old games, but they're older. But if you see them, go check them out. If you see them at like a thrift store, dude, pick it up. Pick it up. because you're probably going to get it for a steal of a price if you find it at a thrift store. I would even check, like, if your FLGS has a used games section, because they purchase old, used games and give their customers store credit on newer games. If they have something like that, check that section out, because this would be a great pickup. Quantum would be a great pickup for those bargain prices. You can still find Dead of Winter online, I would imagine, brand new. You don't have to find it used. Maybe even the same with Quantum, but try to be thrifty about it. You don't always have to go and purchase from the the brand new stuff. It's always nicer to do that. I get that, but you don't always have to. So these are games that you might be able to find for a steal price. So hopefully you can check that. All that, forget it. All right, Eric. All right, well, I'll keep the light on for you, buddy. Well, that's about it. I've been here for about an hour, so that's about the time that we want to spend taking a look at a couple of our games. So we're going to get on out of here. I've got to get some stuff recorded before our live play at 2 p.m. Pacific time this afternoon. Jess and I are going to play a couple of games. We're going to play Run, Fight, or Die, another zombie game from Gray Fox Games. And we're also going to play Onitama. So we're going to do both of those. We'll play Onitama first. That'll probably be the quicker of the two games, but it'll be a great time. So come back at about 2 p.m. Pacific Standard, and we'll see you guys and gals on the flip side. Take care.